the girls, how you doing? Let's do another pick a card. Today's gonna be what do you need to know. Yes, I have a giggle because people outside, they don't know how to talk. They shout, shout. Okay, so let's go. Never mind. Tranquility. Okay, so 1, 2, 1, 2. Part number 1, what do you need to know? Page of Sword, Queen of Cups, King of Sword, in my face, right? So someone is definitely checking you out, and even though they pretend they're not looking what you're doing, they've been watching it from day one, and they're pretending they're not. Of course, you know, what's the problem? Well, the problem is that it's someone who feel much more for you and about you than they wish. They have butterfly in the belly, but they're using the sword. That could be the ace of sword, the clarity, but in practice is not, because that person have butterfly in belly for you, but trying to use the soul to push you away, to pretend they're not feeling for you when they are. And you know, it's annoying because what a waste of energy, what a waste of time. As a result, you are maintaining your tranquility as a Queen of Cups, Murphy man, doesn't matter. You protect your heart with that cup, and you contemplate and you watch the movie. There's nothing for you to do because it's feeling like this person having a bit of a tantrum. No, I don't love you. No, go away. Push you. Yes, no, no, yes. Hot, cold. Sometimes letting themselves go and being very close to you, and then withdrawing. So you kind of like, wow, whenever you're ready, big boy, okay? Because it's exasperating. It is. Why they pretend they're not looking at you when they do have that ace of sword? So it's really two opportunity for them to have clarity. But then again, they pretend they're not. They pretend they're not feeling or they're not looking. What the point of have clarity because they know they're in love with you and pretending they're not? You know, is it a game? I don't think it is. But for you, you protect yourself. One more. I don't think it's a game. Yeah, because inevitably, after being so tormented, what they're going to do, they're going to fight for this relationship to exist properly, because they're having that ace of one, then the I am, and that's the problem. They may be very clear with that ace of sword in their hand about how they feel about you. They're not very clear on how to demonstrate it or not, or how to engage with you, but there's one thing they're learning is I am. That's all you can ask for. So that's why you stay put, because somehow you know they're not being twisted. They're just being tormented within themselves, because that is being tormented within themselves. But they will turn around and do what needs to be done to even impose you within the family or something like that. It will happen, so you stay tranquil because you have love for that person. You do. And they have a love as well for you, but they're a bit, complicated. Let's put it that way, right? Let's have the hidden truth recall. So what you need to know is like, you're right to be quiet and to wait, to allow that person to find their feet. That's it. Oh, this one just popped out. I want to feel that way again, of course. Because when you're together, you are very much close and very much in love. It's a no-brainer. It doesn't happen every day. You don't feel that close just like this. It doesn't happen every day. So I think they will comprehend that eventually. So you wait. What do we have here? Anxiety, tormented energy. We surround you with a healing light of amethyst. Take a deep breath and breathe in this beautiful violet light. Feel your anxiety melting away. There is nothing to fear. There is only love. You see? That's why you're tranquil, because you have love for that person, and you know that person does exactly the same. Of course, it may look a bit different, this kind of attitude, yeah, of course. But then you have that turn of event when suddenly they turn around and they defend your love because they want to be with you. So the anxiety, yes, is understandable. When you are feeling so deeply for someone, you have that fear of loss. You think that maybe that person could leave, could go away, or something could happen, and that was it. That's it. They disappeared. It was just an illusion, or they're gone. It's really scary to be vulnerable and be in love with someone. Of course. But is it not the point to be vulnerable? Just say. Okay, part number 2, what do you need to know? Death, Hierophant, the world. 3 major arcana. Are you kidding me? That is really strong. Okay, so we have you and your person, or you in a situation, looking at the big boss, the universe. It can be a therapist, it can be a doctor, it can be a judge, it can be a priest, it can be whatever you have in mind. Okay, what we have here is you two having to learn something, being in process. When you are in a relationship, you have someone witnessing your life, so you're gonna be aware of stuff that you wouldn't do, you wouldn't acknowledge if you were on your own. So being two sometimes make it a bit more complicated, but it's also much more interesting. So you're on a journey to actually learn and grow and develop. So you're meant to be together. Someone may have felt as well that you are absolutely amazing, you're mesmerizing, you're very visible, maybe in social media a lot, or you're traveling non-stop, or they're just in the world of you, as simple as that. And you might feel the same with them, because you're two to tango. But there is an idea of an ending and a restart. So it's death card is the rebirth. But we do have to close the door to maybe a version of the relationship in order to get the new version of a relationship. It's a rebirth. So something has to go in order for you guys to develop to the next level. So maybe it could have been like living in parallel for a little while, not being in contact so much, because you need to grow and you need to understand something within yourself. And sometimes you just have to do on your own. And yes, that will allow a rebirth of the situation eventually. Let's have one more where we have here. Yeah, you're going to work it out. You see, you're learning new skills. That's what I was saying with the Hierophant. You're learning new skills, you learning maybe to trust again, you're learning to open the heart again, you're learning to be in business together. It's a lot of different situations. Obviously, it's a general reading, but you can see there is an idea of 8 infinity number, and pentacle as well is inevitably a longevity. So I don't have a concern about this pal. It's a rebirth at the end of the day. But the fact that we have 3 major arcana, it's saying that is a very powerful story between you two. Is a very big accomplishment here. It's a big feelings, big emotions. Yeah, you go into the core of who you are, because you're gonna have to say goodbye to certain things maybe from your past, but you both learning to be together. So yes, it's gonna be challenging, but it's for the best. Okay, so I don't have an issue with that at all. The strong emotion, very strong. You probably both very passionate, and yeah, but at least you're real. Maybe you're gonna learn to actually dance together and find a certain form of temperance and balance. So do you have, I wonder if you're happy without me. Yes, of course. That is the thing, you're wondering because you are learning in parallel. You're wondering the same thing about them. Are they better without you? Maybe I should leave that person alone. Maybe they have to find their feet, or maybe they will be better with someone else, and blah blah blah. Those are fear, and they have to go to be replaced with love. You're learning that process anyway. It's no brainer. I think you growing, and you maybe see yourself in a different light, and also you're learning things that maybe you forgot a long time ago. How to believe in love, as simple as that. How to be fully open in order to receive. It's not easy. It can be scary. It's absolutely understandable. You can have that vertigo I'm talking about sometimes. That's understandable. Okay, so give yourself a little bit of chill energy. Mindfulness. How many times do we have this? Be mindful of another feelings and needs. Someone needs your love right now. A loving thought is all it takes. Yeah. We have this card coming out a lot. I think we're approaching as well a full moon. I don't know when you're watching this video, but yeah, let's be kind to ourselves and to each other. I think, when you open the heart and you're learning, that's what you do with those 2 cards. You're opening up and you're learning. So be kind to each other, because it's a process, as I always say. But it's not easy. And to give birth to yourself again, to be reborn, is challenging. So be kind to yourself and to each other. Have compassion to yourself as well. You don't have to get it right the first time around. Nobody Nobody is in competition with anybody here. It's all about finding your own peace. On this note, have a beautiful day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Mwah. Ciao.